The third DLC for Advanced Warfare introduces the new map Carrier to Exo Zombies, basically. And Carrier, in my opinion, is probably my favourite map out of the selection of Exo Zombie maps we have, because I can go on and just play it as a chill experience. Now, yeah, you have Descent, which is pretty good, minus the mandatory Oz boss fights, in my opinion. You also have Outbreak, which is very bare bones, but it's also a pretty good map. But Carrier kind of just has that balance of everything, and just makes the map really good. Anyway, let's get into some new features of the map, shall we? So there's a brand new perk called Exo Stockpile, which basically, if I'm correct, replenishes ammo, I'm pretty sure, over a certain amount of time. If you give me a second, I will figure it out what it is. There are 2 new score streaks, the Sentinel reinforcements, because Atlas are now, or the Atlas crew are now part of Sentinels, and the Replosion turret, which is basically just this laser turret instead of the turret just firing bullets. Now going back to Exo Stockpile, it increases the ammo a player can hold by 20%. It increases the amount of lethal and tactical grenades by 1 for each type. And players will also receive 2 grenades at the start of the round instead of just 1. So overall, it's about, you know, getting more ammo, basically more ammo and more grenades. There's 2 new power-ups as well. There's Explosive Touch and Open Fire. Explosive Touch is basically if a zombie touches you, they just die. So you can just run into as many zombies as you want and they'll die. And Open Fire is basically infinite ammo. We'll see infinite ammo come back for the likes of IW Zombies, which I can't wait to do those videos, by the way. IW Zombies has definitely grown on me as this series has gone by. And I don't know if we see it in any other games. We might see it in Cold War. I don't remember. It's been a while since I've played Cold War. But yeah, and of course there's a new crew member, which is Linux, the guy that shot Oz. Brilliant. So Carrier's spawn room is split by 2 different spawn rooms. This is the only other time, other than Verrückt, of course, where 4 players won't be spawned in one single spawn room. And there are 2 ways, I think, I believe for each spawn room there's 2 ways out, unlike Verrückt where there was only really 1 way out for each side. And yeah, basically it's just get to one side of the ship to the other and you unlock your exosuits. Now the infection rounds are still here. Actually, I'll tell you this right now, for all the maps the infection rounds are still here, where you got those infected zombies, you gotta go to infection pod and such. Pack-a-Punch is still here. But there are some new special rounds, or some new like things that are happening between the rounds which you have to deal with. So instead of dealing with escort missions, you have to go to one point and prevent a bomb from exploding. But guess what? It'll be easier said than done when there's an Atlas strike team there ready to shoot you. Because obviously now everybody is a Sentinel member. I do think, if I'm correct, defeating them and defusing the bomb gives you camouflage, some money, and I think a weapon upgrade. It might not give you a weapon upgrade, but I do know it does give you camouflage and some other goodies. Yeah, they drop when you kill them, they drop a camouflage, which is pretty good. So the objective really is just to defeat them, and then, you know, defuse. Now, they actually have 3 bombs, right? So if one bomb goes off, then another bomb will go off, and so on and so such. If all 3 go off, a Goliath Exo Zombie will appear the very next round. So you probably want to, you know, defeat them as soon as possible, really. Do I think they're as annoying as the infection survival rounds? No, not at all. The infection survival, not survival rounds, the survivor missions were way annoying and way more tedious. But still, it's something that I don't really like. I don't like the idea of, you know, having to do a bonus objective when I'm trying to, you know, set up and stuff. And it just becomes a hindrance later on. Just like how the generator stuff becomes a hindrance later on. Anyway, the Easter egg for this map is to basically sink the Atlas ship, which is, yeah, pretty simple. And, yeah, I mean, my overall opinion on this map is Carrier is a pretty good map, honestly. Like, I like it. I love the spawn room. Like, the spawn rooms being two different sides are really cool. And I think the map is relatively simple. Like, I don't think you'll get confused at all. And there's one part of the map that I really like in the armory, where if you throw a grenade up to the wall, it'll drop down. It'll be like this kind of like slot machine kind of game. Well, not really slot machine, but it'll be kind of this thing, and you get bonus points from it. And the more often you do it, the more difficult it is to throw a grenade in. So grenades actually have somewhat of a use other than killing zombies, because I don't know about you guys, but for me when I'm playing zombies, I normally never really use grenades. Like, the only game I really use grenades a lot is Black Ops 4, because the Wraith fires are just so OP. But for like the earlier games, like, unless I'm trying to make a crawler, I really won't use grenades, because I don't find grenades beneficial at all. But this map really makes me want to use a grenade, because a grenade is pretty useful, because it gives me a bonus points, and points are very important in zombies, of course. Is this my favorite non-Treyarch map? No, that opinion has actually changed quite a lot, and we'll have to wait until we get to IW Zombies to actually get to that. Of course, after this, there's one more final Zombies map, which is Descent, and Descent I think is going to be a good one to talk about. I'm looking forward to talking about Descent. And then we're on to Black Ops 3, which I think everybody's looking forward to. I know I am. Anyway, that's my opinion on Carrier. That's the video done. I'll see you Muppets in the next one. Peace.